What's up, people? It's your man Urban Lover coming from your mama's basement, baby. Want to talk about that game real quick? Quick. That recap of the Detroit Pistons Lakers game. Now, I've been saying it over and over again, and I know it's like a broken record. You know, a lot of fans keep saying that, you know, be patient, give it time. I'm being patient, I'm giving it time. But at the same time, as a Laker fan, it's nothing wrong with critiquing, the pros and cons, on your favorite team. I mean, if you just don't say anything, and just like, oh, well, it is what it is. To me, well, put it like this. This is your opinion. It doesn't matter to me. But I'm going to get into the stats, and I'm going to get to some of the things that I've seen, and the same thing that's been happening over and over again that we have to fix, and it starts with the coaching. So, here we go. So, right now, the Lakers shot 43%. Detroit shot 43% from the field. Detroit shot 36% from the three-point arc. We shot 23%. 6 for 26. They were 9 for 25. Free throws made. All right, they were 11 for 16 for 68. We were 19 for 24 for 79. Total rebounds, we out-rebounded by 3. They had 54, we had 57. They had 10 offensive rebounds, we had 9. Defensive rebounds, they had 36, 12, 41. Team rebounds, 8, 12, 7. Hustle man points, kind of sliding away a little bit. We used to be up in the 20s. Lately, we've been hitting like 19, 18. We really ain't been passing the ball like we should be. They had 24 assists. We had 19 assists. Steals, they had 6. We had 2. Blocks, they had 6, 12, 4. Turnovers, they had 7, 12, 15. A lot of it just basically communication, missed assignments. Guys still trying to figure each other out. Yeah, they still trying to figure each other out after almost halfway in the season. Just trust and believe it. Points in the paint, they had 42, we had 46. Fast break points, they had 14, 12, 20. So the hustle man point, this part right here is pretty decent to me. Personal fouls, they had 22, 12, 18. So we had points in the paint. We had 4 more points in the paint than them. Fast break points, they had 14, 12, 20. Now, I want to share a couple things real quick. Number one, and this is going to be a quick one. This is not going to be a long, drawn-out one. Sometimes it does because I start ranting and it becomes frustrating. I constantly say over and over again, we got to get away from the small ball. Now, I'm going to make a video about the small ball, and the reason why I say the only way it works is with Larry Nance. There's a big difference between Larry Nance and Julius Randle. Larry Nance is much more agile around the rim than Julius Randle is. Plus, he could take his man outside and hit the jumper, too. Julius Randle is not consistent in hitting the jumper. That's why he had this 1 for 6 game. Because what happened is Detroit, once again, coaching staff, look at the films. How do we stop Julius Randle from getting inside? Easy. You just put a body on him. Make him force his way in. And you make the Lakers beat you from outside. That's the whole game plan. You make the Lakers beat you from outside. And lately the Lakers haven't been hitting their shots. So because the Lakers ain't been hitting their shots, they're not creative enough to go inside. Now, you'd have some players that will go to the paint on certain occasions, but they love the three-point ball, as you can see in the last 2 minutes, and this is where it falls on the coaching staff. Now, in the last 2 minutes, it shouldn't have got to the point where we were actually fighting for the lead because we were dominating them in the first quarter. The rotation, to me, has always been suspect because Lou Walton does his rotation like NBA 2K basketball. You take your starters out, bring the next starter in. Yeah, that's why we're dominating, in the stat sheets when it comes to the second unit, only because the second unit is playing 9 times out of 10. The second unit is playing the opponent's second unit. And our second unit is just that good. But here's the problem. The thing is that's been hurting the Lakers is this. Number one, we haven't been healthy. We haven't had everybody in there. This is how much Larry Nance is being missed. Larry Nance, to me, is the best defender on that team. I know they say Nick Young, Brandon Ingram, but Larry Nance to me is much more. I don't know, for some odd reason Larry Nance gets them going. He gets them pumped. And Larry Nance is truly being missed out there on that floor, especially when Lou Walton, who is too stubborn to understand this, continue to run that small ball offense with Julius Randle at the center. Early in the season, when they had a little, 10 game win, when we won 10 games, Larry Nance, when he ran the small ball, it was Larry Nance, Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, Jordan Clarkson, and D'Angelo, with Larry Nance playing the center spot. Larry Nance is much more physical around the rim. He's much more, like I say, he's much more agile. He can get up around the rim, lobs and all that. Julius Randle is not the type of guy. He's not agile around the rim as Larry Nance is. And the thing is, Lou Walton continued to try to push that small ball offense, and the mixed matches are killing us. We're getting beat in late minute plays in the paint. You know, when you got Reggie Jackson coming in getting a rebound while everybody just standing around there, waiting for the ball to come off the rim. The same thing, same scenarios. The 2-minute drill. You know, the last 5 possessions were all threes except for Lou Williams going to the rim and missed the layup when he threw it over. But everything else was just strictly threes. Nobody went to the paint. We were down by a bucket before that. You know, the matter of fact, down by 1, I believe. And they just kept shooting threes. And then Which gonna hit the 3. Morris hit the 3. Hit the 3 up in the corner. And then it went up by 4. And I'm saying to myself, like, dude, y'all, you know, just go to the paint. You know, go to the paint. But it's like they don't want to go to the paint. And then, like I said before, over and over again, and it's go right back to the situation with MozGovernment. You know, if you're not going to use MozGovernment, you got to start utilizing. You got to figure out something, man. Moz need to play. I'm sorry, he needs to play. 22 minutes is not cutting it. I'm sorry. Tar Black is okay in my book, physical wise, but he's too short at a center spot, man. And I keep telling people, like, if you're playing a center at 6'8", 6'9", you know, when they go small, you want to do that, that's cool and all. You know what I mean? If you playing against a center that's not really a dominant center, like when they set you to come in, it's not really a dominant center, then yeah, there's nothing wrong with playing black. But when they bring freaking their star center back in, Moz need to come back in with their star center. Moz, if y'all look at it, in the first quarter, Moz was giving Drummond, and I know a lot of Detroit fans will get on hand like, whatever. Listen, Moz, the beginning of the first quarter, Moz was giving Drummond the blues. And what I mean by blues, he was getting in foul trouble. He got him in foul trouble. Then they brought Baines in. Baines picked up quick fouls on him real quick. And I'm saying to myself, like, okay, you see this where Moz is getting these guys in foul trouble. And what happened is that you only played Moz 22 minutes. Listen, Julius Randle is much better when he got a center that can actually step out and hit the jumper, because it opens up the paint for him to go down low and do what he got to do. But when you bring somebody like Tar Black in, or you put Julius Randle at the center, he becomes less effective as a scorer. Why I say that? Because Tar Black is not a jump shooter. He clogs the paint up. That means that his opponent is sitting right there in the paint. When Julius Randle come in, that means he can't move around. You know what I'm saying? Also on top of that, when Julius Randle plays center, he become immobile. You know what I'm saying? Well, he can't really move around. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, his man gonna come up on and play him, and they gotta do is bring somebody over and play him. You know, well, not play him, but the weak side help come over and force him to kick out the pass. He can't get in the paint, and like I said, because the Lakers not hitting their shots, it become obvious that we start to struggle on offense. And I was really frustrated with, like I said, that rotation towards the end. You know, shooting jumpers, shooting threes. You know, keeping the players out too long. Russell was actually doing good, man, and then all of a sudden, you know, you sit out too long. And I'm not knocking, because, you know, Lou Williams and Jordan Clarkson did come in and had pretty good games. Don't get it wrong, too. Jordan Clarkson twisted. I think he twisted his ankle or something, but I hope he's all right. So it was okay, but I just think that people like Lou Deng, you know, and Julius Randle, when they struggling like that, you got to sit them, man. I mean, 1 for 6, both of them. You got to sit them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to sit them. You could have brought Brand was struggling too. You had to sit him as well. I mean, goddamn. Sure, I would have brought Robinson in that power forward, man. You know what I'm saying? They were struggling. I mean, sure, anybody can get 10 rebounds. If you look at the Lakers, everybody was rebounding. Randall had 10, Deng had 7, Russell had 7, Nick Young had 7. You know, Zublock came in for 9 minutes, had a pretty good game. I mean, shucks, he came in and did pretty good. 2 blocks, you know, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. 4 points, played, you know, you start, like I told you. And that's why I say over and over again that, you know, I would start to allow Zublock to play a little bit more, man, so you can get comfortable with the NBA level, man. You know, you can't just have him come and play in spurts. Let him play, let him get a little bit of touches, man. I mean, what is this? Are we developing players, or are we trying to make the playoff? I'm just confused, man. And like I said, I understand that Lou Walton is a rookie coach, but a lot of fans had high hopes on him. And I kept saying over and over again, you know, keep in mind, Kobe Bryant is no longer here. Byron Scott is no longer here. And I'm thinking that and actually, we still, in my own knowledge, we still should be able to win 30 games. But I don't think we're going to do it now, because Lou Walton is too stubborn, man. Like, you know that we're getting killed inside. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why he brought Zublock in is because Black twisted his ankle or something, man. Other than that, Zublock, when he got no playing time. And with Zublock, Black was out on the floor, man. Shucks, if you think about it, once he brought Black on the floor, that's when he started going inside. Once he took Miles out, they weren't even going inside. You know, freaking Drummond couldn't hit nothing. You know what I mean? He couldn't hit no shots. You know what I'm saying? Because Miles, like I said, he's not a good defender, but his presence alone makes up that much for, you know, other opposing centers to do anything. And he was actually just being there, making it hard for Drummond to get them shots off. And they weren't really coming inside as much. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, at the end of the day, the Lakers played pretty good D in the first quarter. You know, they actually, you know, had Detroit shooting jumpers and all that. They couldn't really, their shots wasn't falling. You know, they played pretty good D, but once Moz went out, man, it's like they knew it. They brought Black in. They took advantage. They went straight to the paint. Guys would get easy layups. Then what happened? Because they don't trust in Black, and then also when Julius Randle played center, the guys, once again, lack of communication, started crash, coming off the perimeter, crashing the paint to help out, leaving perimeter guys wide open for easy threes. And it's the same scenario over and over again, over and over again, over and over again. And I know Luke Walton's getting frustrated, but sometimes you got to understand, Luke, sometimes it's you that makes these bad decisions, brother. I hate to say it, but it is. I mean, you know, the players only going to go as much as their coach allowed them to go. I know you said, you told D'Angelo Russell, shoot more. I like that. Yeah, shoot more. You know what I mean? Forget about passing because he's a shooter. And the guys keep talking about he should play point. Man, listen, he should play the two. Forget playing the point. You know what I mean? He has, you know, he has a big turnover ratio, man. And 4 assists a game is not benefiting to me when you do have shooters. I think that he should shoot first, pass second. That's me personally. You know what I mean? Forget all that trying to play point guard. Let him play the two. You know what I'm saying? You know, or continue to let Julius Randle bring the ball down. Whatever you choose to do. But I think D'Angelo Russell should shoot more. You know, that's what I think. I mean, if Lou Williams can come off the bench and shoot that many shots, why can't D'Angelo Russell? That's how I'm looking at it. And I think, once again, Mod should get playing time. Zublock should get playing time as well. You know, you see what he did in 9 minutes. And I'm saying to myself, like, come on, Lou. I know that you showing love to your family, as you call y'all. But sometimes you gotta be a little hard, man. Some guys in that rotation shouldn't even be getting the opportunity to play. So, you know what I mean? Like, when you struggling, man, sit them on the bench. You know what I mean? The fans ain't gonna get mad because you sit them on the bench, man. Stop worrying about the fans. I don't know if you're worrying about the fans, but fans don't get mad if you sit struggling guys on the bench. They don't care who it is. You struggling, sit on the bench. Bring somebody in that's actually got the hot hand. You know, and like I said, I understand Joe Clarkson twisted ankle or something like that, and I seen it. And I would say, oh, man, he gonna go out. But the Lakers still had a chance to win this game. But I'm just saying today, just the rotation alone, man. Miles got to get more playing time. Tar Black, I like the guy, man, but he's not a center, man. Like, based on matchup. But when freaking Drummond came in there, Miles should have been in there. Or Zublock, you know what I mean? Zublock did pretty good against him as well. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't want Miles to get that many minutes, bring Zublock in. I know you promised Tar Black, you know, playing time, but man, it is what it is, dude. It's even, are we winning? Are we trying to get to the playoff? Are we playing for draft? What are we doing? You can't say we're developing, because if you're in a developing mode, then Zublock need to be in there. The youth need to be on the floor in the last 5 minutes of the game. If you are developing this team, as you claimed back at the beginning, it's not about wins and losses, then how come Zublock is not playing? How come in the last 5 minutes you're not allowing the young guys to run? I mean, you probably have, but the small ball, like I said, unless Larry Nance come back, I wouldn't run that small ball. I'll have Zublock in there in the last 5 minutes. That's what I would do. I mean, seriously. If you're not looking to win and you're just looking to just develop the players, let Zublock play the last 5 minutes. We don't care if you win or lose, shucks, man. The thing is, at the end of the day, is that if the Lakers at least try, that's the most important thing to me. If you try, that's all good. I'm not upset. I can take the loss, but at least show that you're trying. In this game against Detroit, y'all tried, and I thank you. So with that being said, your man Urban Lover, like, share, subscribe in the comment section. Tell me what you like. You know, as always, y'all have a blessed day and take care.